What we need to do, Gary, is pause just for a sec and speak about Shane Crawford. It's appropriate because of the amazing thing he's doing, and also because we're here to watch the Hawks. He's we're at Swan Hill by now.
Swan Hill today. Did you see the vision last? For those that did, the vision of him riding to Bendigo, you get the idea that he must have his own sort of designated lane or way. He's in the absolute car lane with the big trucks flying past them, and he tells me that everyone has been unbelievably supportive out on the road, and the amount of tooting is giving him a bit of a headache, but it gives him a lift every time. But gee, it is a hairy sort of a setup.
And I imagine, I haven't spoken to him, but that would change because the vision we saw was a double laner. When it becomes one lane and you're holding trucks up, because as nice as they are, for a man who's doing this amazing work for charity, when it means they mightn't get to where they need to get to on time, Purple, they tend to change their mood a touch. Your truck driver. So all we do, if they're listening to Triple M, they all do, please. If you see the pink Nessa Navarra and you see Shane, just a bit of patience while you get around him.
And to be there at the launch, which you were, Damo, disappointed the Chief, probably one of his great teammates.
Captain
would have taken 2 minutes
didn't
to
get an invite.
It's a universal invite.
Didn't get an invite, didn't even know about it when it was starting.
You
would have known.
You should have been there to really
It was you
probably watched it from
Footy Show thing, and you blokes obviously gave it...
It's a breast cancer thing.
What it was.
Just shows how selfish you are, Chief.
The launch was hosted by yourself and Jim, was it not?
The Breast Cancer Network of Australia put it on.
I understand the cause, Gary, and I understand how magnanimous a performance it is by Crawf. It's unbelievable.
Should have been there.
But you guys were hosting it. It was aligned with the Footy Show. You promoted it, you did all that sort of stuff, and good on you.
No, that's not about us.
There are other media.
So you could have fronted up, Chief, and you didn't because you're at the core a selfish man.
And really, what we need probably, Chief's got the
Luke,
he's got the right to make a decision on perhaps a donation on behalf of the Hawks.
Well, I would have thought.
So
no doubt access to the till.
He's taken the cans off.
He has, and he's eating
he's got the right.
Who's grumpy now?
Yeah, the cans have gone off.
I might have been grumpy last week, Chief, but I gutsed it out. I know I didn't do a walk-off or a sit-down.
I would have thought a 5-figure sum from the Hawks to say to one of your greatest of all time.
Well, that's a nice response on behalf of our man, the Chief.
Well,
what he was at what I was about to say at the launch, which Chief wasn't at. He got very... don't Quartermain me.
He's about to give you a Quartermain.
He's got the Nazi
You were en route to a Quartermain.
I wouldn't like to be Quartermain because then I'd have to respond somehow. I'd go down, I know, but I'd have to go down and then it'd be ugly.
Have you ever stopped to think about how hard it would be to do what he's doing?
No, I have actually.
Chief, I bought a bike to go from where our holiday place is to the centre of the village where our holiday place is 2.5 k's to get the milk and the bread. When I get there, I'm knackered. It is a BMX.
Well, it's a bit different.
Is that harder?
No, well...
Jim.
It's purple. I stopped riding bikes when I was 16. I bought a BMX. Now I'm 45.
Jim, I had the privilege to do a charity ride from Sydney to Melbourne. From Melbourne to Sydney. A number of years ago. From Sydney to Melbourne. No, Melbourne to Sydney. Over 10 days, which former North Melbourne man Wayne Schoss organised with the Sunrise Foundation, which was fantastic. One of the hardest things I've ever done now. I'm by no stretch of the imagination an endurance athlete, but 6 or 7 hours in the saddle every day, all you felt like doing was crashing when you were done. And then when the alarm went off in the morning, you didn't want to get up. He's doing that tenfold. And he's doing it on his own. We rode in a convoy of 15 or 20 bikes.
I know.
So he's not drafting. This is an amazing performance by a freakish athlete.
You would know that, Chief. And although the air you break is much more significant, and therefore to be harder for you.
No, what happened on that trip was the Chief didn't draft, but the other 14
Exactly. They were just a conga line behind the Chief.
Funnily enough,
they had no
let me tell you this.
with that
Let me
all.
tell you
14 across, too.
There was a lot of jockeying for the 2 spots directly behind me. A lot.
Look at him.
And you bought a BMX recently?
I did. One of those adult BMX. Second hand. Helmet. And in I go.
You know you can still be done for 05 on a bike.
I go in to get my milk and bread, Gary.
No, Jim.
And that's what I do.
No, Jim.
Milk and bread.
And you're at the
I've got a special route
Port
in there.
Fairy rubbity having a few and
Gary,
thinking you can BMX at home.
Don't give away me tradies. All right?